Alright, here we are, music plants. This level is actually really unique and very memorable. I like it, it's one of my favorites. Anyways, so as I was talking, yeah, I gotta say, so, like, I guess now is a good time to kind of give my thoughts about all that, the whole Sonic Frontiers thing. From the minute I saw the teaser, I was really hyped for it. I was really excited, you know, I've always been a Sonic fanboy since I was little. I always liked Sonic, even when people said, oh, you shouldn't like Sonic. I mean, yeah, there was a while when I kind of just went along with the crowd. I didn't want to stand out or whatever. But now that I'm older and just I don't really care about what other people think. And I want to form my own opinions and stuff. Anytime I hear Sonic stuff, it gets me excited. So naturally, when I saw the gameplay reveal and, you know, everyone just kind of like ripping the game to shreds because of the way the gameplay looked and stuff, it really kind of bothered me a little because everyone was just really judging the way the game looked, based off of what, like a 1 minute, it was really like what, like a minute or two clip of gameplay. Everyone was just saying, oh yeah, like animations look bad, game world looks empty, like all, you know, like your typical game criticism, which I'm not saying that the game don't deserve some criticism. Like, if you see some stuff on a game that just doesn't look good, yeah, it's alright to criticize. Even then, like, when I did see some of the criticisms people were saying, and I even saw, like, when I saw the gameplay for myself, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, oh, the game is perfect as it is, like people are just crying a lot. I'm not gonna be, you know, just like a blind Sonic stan saying, oh yeah, Sonic Team can't do no wrong and all that. No, you know, I'd say give criticism where criticism is due, right? The only way works of art and stuff, products are going to be better is if you give the creators of that stuff valid criticism so they can learn from it. But it just seems like nowadays everyone just rips on like every game, just over like screenshots and stuff of yeah, just over like screenshots and like small little snippets of gameplay that we see. You know, I remember a lot of people were getting mad at Sonic Frontiers because I guess Frontiers is gonna keep the Sonic Forces model over like the Generations model. And really the only difference is that just the Sonic Forces model, Sonic has shorter quills and just looks a little lighter. But I don't really care about that. Like, that's not a big deal. The model, honestly, is the least of my concern. He still looks like Sonic. It's not like it was like the Sonic movie fiasco where the original Sonic model for the movie looked terrible. It still looks like Sonic, just like very minor changes that I don't really see why people got worked over. But even when people were hating on the game, I had that hope. I was just like, you know what? How about let's just wait till the game comes out? Because I've learned, and I feel like especially in recent games that have come out, or with games that have come out in recent years and stuff, it has shown us that you really can't judge a game based on like just preview content, screenshots and stuff. Because I know I don't have to bring up games like Cyberpunk and all that. You know, Cyberpunk had so much hype surrounding it. Every time like they the developers came out to talk about the game, doing press releases, giving us like sneak peeks. Everyone was just hyped, and then you saw when the game came out, it was very terrible. But you know what we saw, or what we ended up getting, was not what we were told or what we saw. Granted, yeah, the game is better than when it was on launch day, but still, that doesn't mean anything. And I'm not saying that, you know, games, it's okay for games to be broken on launch day, because, you know, like 10, 20 years ago, when we didn't have update, like the internet, I guess I should say it's more like 20 years ago now. And yeah, time really flies. Back with like the, what is it, the 6th generation? The 5th or 6th generation? I don't remember. You know, the PS2, OG Xbox, GameCube era games. When we didn't have the internet and to, you know, just download the newest updates to fix patches and stuff like, patches to fix bugs and whatnot. Developers really had to like work their ass off to make sure the game ran just as good. And yeah, the downside is that with those games, whatever bugs were there, they're gonna be stuck there forever because they can't physically fix it. They can't go back into the game and fix it like they can now. But point is, I'm kind of going off into another tangent. I say, you know, I was always the person who used to judge a lot of like the preview material, and at the end of the day, like the final product was just nothing that I thought. A good example of what I think of is when it came to the DCEU, when they released Batman v Superman and it was announced that Ben Affleck was going to be Batman. I didn't really like that, because at that time I had just like finished watching the Dark Knight Trilogy, and I really love Christian Bale, and I was just thinking to myself, why don't they just get Christian Bale? Like, he was a really good Batman. I can't picture Ben Affleck being a good Batman and whatnot. Like, it's just gonna be weird. And well, if you ask me who's my favorite Batman, it would have to be Ben Affleck. I just think he just really captures the character well, and then also really what sells it on me is that he just looks like Batman. You know, Batman is supposed to be a very like big, bulky dude, and Christian Bale, I know he like worked out a lot and put on a lot of muscle, but his body figure, like, he's just a very slim dude. And you could see it in The Dark Knight, like, he's just a very slim dude, and for me it was just kind of hard to see him as, like, Batman like that. And, I don't know, Ben Affleck just really also captures the emotional turmoil that Bruce Wayne goes through. I know Christian Bale did it a little too, but I just think Ben Affleck just did a better job at it. That's just me though. And then that's another good one. I'm thinking, since we're on the topic of Batman, I know when it was first announced that Robert Pattinson was gonna be Batman, the whole internet was just like memeing that, like clowning on the fact that, oh yeah, look at that, Robert Pattinson, like Edward from Twilight is gonna be Batman, like for real, this isn't who Batman is, or he doesn't look like Bruce Wayne, he wouldn't capture Batman well and whatnot. And now since that movie's come out, like, everyone just stands the fuck out of Pattinson? Right? Yeah, like, basically Pattinson's Batman. I haven't watched the movie, but, you know, that's really what I heard. And yeah, at first when I heard that Robert Pattinson was gonna be Batman, I was like, I don't know about that. But I said, you know what? I shouldn't judge, because that's exactly what I did when Ben Affleck was announced, when he was announced to play Batman in the DCEU, and I ended up loving him. So, you know, how about let's just wait to see. Let me just see how Pattinson is. And yeah, let me see how Pattinson is in the role. And once I see how he's like, then I'll like make my judgments, my decision. Because, you know, it's like they say, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. And believe me, I'm the type of person who loves to judge the books by their covers, because I think, like, I'm more of a, you know, first impressions mean everything. If something doesn't appeal to you at first, then why even bother? And let's be real, that's the reason why, you know, they make covers, because the cover is supposed to kind of draw you in. If it wasn't important, then they wouldn't bother, right? But at the same time, I guess you shouldn't just make like a judgment, your opinion, a critique just based on only the cover. Like, you should see, does it draw you in? Okay, if it doesn't, then, you know, it's on you if you want to pursue it or not. But I guess just don't say, oh yeah, this wouldn't work or it sucks just because it doesn't look good. And so that's just kind of how I felt about Frontiers. Everyone's kind of talking a lot of shit about it, and I was just like, you know what? How about I'm gonna just, you know, wait to see. I'm just really gonna wait till the game comes out, because that's ultimately what matters. When it comes to games, I think while story, graphics, while story and graphics are important to games, ultimately I'd say the defining feature should be gameplay. Because what's the point of having a game that has a good story, that looks beautiful, if it plays terrible? I mean, some of the best games that have ever come out are only good because they're fun to play. I mean, look at Minecraft. I know when Minecraft came out, that was like the one thing that everyone kind of joked about, that Minecraft has like very, you know, has blocky, very like dated looking graphics. Yet it's one of the best selling games ever because it's just so damn fun to play. So that was my thoughts on Frontiers. I felt like the game was getting way too overhated. And believe me, I'm not saying it because I'm like a Sonic fanboy. I really want Sonic to do good, and when Sonic doesn't do good, it really hurts me. I mean, there was no time, or the time I was very disappointed in the Sonic franchise. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. That's been great. Let's see if I could just beat this blind. That way I at least saves my work. No, I just died. I just heard myself die. Alright, you know the drill. Alright, well, I'm back where I left off. That's about. Hopefully this doesn't do it again at the worst possible moment, because I really don't want to redo this. Like, yeah, there we go. Thank you! Oh man. That's so annoying. Having to redo these, is just such a pain to deal with. Let's see here. Thanks, Sonic. Eggman just came out of nowhere. Eggman, what's he plotting this time? Gotta hurry, see ya, Tails, huh? Sonic, wait for me. I don't know what I'm saying, dude. You guys can read it, but just feel obligated to just read it for some reason. Alright, here we are. Ice Paradise Zone. I gotta say, this is, easily my favorite zone in the game, and it's only because I love this banger of a stage song, and I'm just a sucker for winter settings, especially a winter setting with the cityscape in the background. I swear I would just play this just to get into the Christmas vibe, which I mean, Christmas isn't that far from now. Only like, what? At least to get into December is like a month away, really. At least the day I'm recording this for you guys, it'll probably already be December by the time you guys see this, so it'll line up perfectly. Anyways, so I kind of lost my train of thought because, you know, having to redo all that stage again, I kind of forgot what we were talking about. I know we were talking about Sonic Frontiers, right? Oh yeah, like I was saying, I remember now. You know, I remember the time I felt the greatest disappointment with the Sonic franchise as a whole was when Sonic Boom came out, because I really thought that's what Sonic was gonna be and whatnot. I didn't really want it to be that, and then when I heard that the games were ass, I was like, wow, great. Like as if, yeah, like as if things can get worse. The games that they made to like promote the stuff, to promote the like spin-off series was just terrible, and I don't know what Sega's plan was exactly with that, because I know they did it to promote the show, which I've watched the show and I like the show. It's good. It's pretty funny. The games, on the other hand, that's another thing. But yeah, I like the show. The show was a really enjoyable Sonic show. I mean, I don't think it's better than Sonic X, but it's up there. What else is there? But I don't know, I just can't help but feel that if Sonic Boom would have been such a huge success, that maybe that's what Sonic would have become, just Sonic Boom. And like this Sonic that we've known and loved for so many years would have just been a thing of the past. I don't know. I can't help but feel that would have been the case, because let's be real, that's how companies are. If they see something worse and make some money, why not chase after that? But I'm really glad the whole Sonic Boom name just kind of blew up in Sega's faces. And now, and if it weren't for that, we would have never got, think about it, we never would have gotten Sonic Mania, which is a really good game. But anyways, going back to what I was talking about. Yeah, like with Frontiers, I'm really excited for it, especially with recent news, more gameplay, especially learning about the story and whatnot. I'm just really hyped for it. I haven't been this hyped for a Sonic game since, well, believe it or not, I was pretty hyped for Forces because it looked promising, but you know, it turned out to be quite a letdown. And you know, again, we'll get more into why Sonic Forces is ass when I get to that game. But for now, I'd say I'm just gonna focus on Sonic Frontiers. So yeah, I'm really excited for it, and I am definitely gonna cover that on this channel. But see, here's the thing. I will say Sonic Frontiers is one of the motivators that got me to going back to doing this, you know, focusing on the Sonic marathon and stuff. And now I'm gonna get into what's gonna happen with the marathon, right? Because I'm playing this. This was meant to be a celebration. Me doing this marathon was meant to serve as a celebration, as my way of celebrating Sonic's 30th anniversary. I mean, 30 years of Sonic. It's like they say, yeah, Sonic is unlike any other franchise because he had some very like devastating lows in his life, and normally those kinds of like lows and failures would destroy other properties, but not Sonic. Like, you know, he's still here going strong, and in fact it seems like he's slowly coming back to the top with you know, after success from the movies, success from games like Mania, and that's really all we got right now, Mania. Because Sonic Forces is another thing, Team Sonic Racing, it's just a spin-off. But if Frontiers ends up being really good, I mean, we got that, and then Sonic Prime, which is it's looking to be a really good show. I'm really hyped for that too. The only thing I'm worried about with Prime is that, you know, it's a Netflix thing, and Netflix, you know, Netflix is infamous for basically canceling shows like pretty much a season at like 1 or 2 seasons after they get started, and then when it comes to like adaptations, they tend to butcher it. But I don't know. I don't think the adaptation would be bad. It's not like they're doing live action adaptations like they love to do with everything else. And what else? What else we got? Yeah, you know, it's animated, so that's good. I feel like it being animated kind of works in its favor. And I don't know who are the ones writing the show, but I have high hopes. And even from like the premise and stuff, it looks like it's gonna be good. I like the new voice actor that they got for the show. He seems to do you know, I think he'll do a good Sonic. I kind of would have preferred having Roger Craig Smith, but you know, they say that this is a different Sonic, like a different Sonic in a different universe. So, you know what? Yeah, like, you know, he's a different... He's not... Sonic Prime, or Prime Sonic is not supposed to be the same as, like, game Sonic, right? Kind of like how movie Sonic is not the same as game Sonic, the one who's voiced by Ben Schwartz. So, I'm cool with that, you know? Like I said, he does... The voice actor that they got for Prime, he looks like... He's really got that Sonic... He sounds like Sonic. He's got that Sonic charm to him, so... You know, good enough for me. Let's see. I am trying to see what I was thinking about. Oh. So, yeah, honestly... I will say, because since it's basically been a year since... Or I guess at this point more like a year and a half since I set out to start this whole marathon. And it's already been a year since Sonic's 30th birthday, and then like even the year of the anniversary is over. I was just kind of thinking, maybe I should just kind of like not go through with this marathon, because it'd just be weird. I mean, yeah, I guess I could do a regular Sonic marathon, but I don't know, I just felt like the reason I did it was because I wanted to celebrate a special occasion for the Blue Blur, you know, being as he's one of my favorite, like all-time favorite video game characters of all time. And that was the thing, cause you know, I'm barely in the Advance game, but I still got like a good chunk of, yeah, like there's still a lot of games left I have to play. You know, I don't even think I'm at the halfway point yet. So what I decided, and this was earlier in the year, cause I was thinking about getting back into this earlier this year, but like I said, kind of didn't have the time, a lot was going on. I was thinking, you know what, Seems like back the first quarter of this year, Frontiers was announced to come out like at the end of this year. So, you know, I was just doing some thinking.